Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Collision Conference and the Mars session at the Collision Conference. Our session is aptly titled 100x, which signifies the digital transformation that we are attempting in a very large organization. For those of you who do not know Mars, Mars is a large global private family owned company. We are in several businesses: pet care, chocolate confectionery and gum, food, and then personalized nutrition, among other businesses. We are a 111-year plus old company, and we work on five principles. To know more about Mars, please watch the following video. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video. One of the main challenges that large corporations like Mars face is speed. We have very smart leaders, forward-thinking leaders. We are a private company. One of our principles is freedom, the freedom to think, to invest our profits towards our growth in the future. We have tall ambitions to be a company that will be more than $70 billion, so much larger in size, almost double in size. And we also have a clear purpose. As you saw in the video, tomorrow starts today. So in this attempt to go 100 times faster, we framed our digital transformation around speed. The idea to equip every Mars associate with this digital armor, as you can see, so that they retain who they are. They retain their sense of humor, their hairstyle, their accents. But when they put on their digital tools, their digital armor, they can make a dent. They can do a lot of amazing work. And as part of that digital armor, we equipped everybody with a digital engine. So how do you go digital? At a personal level, we said you need to first find the problem closest to the consumer, closest to the user. This initiative, we called it user centricity. Then we said we will solve the problem using data analytics to try and drive a data-driven culture across Mars. And once we have found a solution, we can scale the solution using automation to take away menial, repetitive work, so that we, as Martians, and our partners and our customers partner together to find the next problem, because that's what we were meant for, to find the next problem. This then becomes a digital engine. The digital engine, practiced by every associate at scale and at speed, then constitutes what we think will be a meaningful transformation. So let's start with the first aspect of the digital engine. We call it user centricity. This small team that we founded drove design thinking and also dragged the consumer into every conversation we were having across Mars. We started this initiative almost 3 years ago, where complex, large problem statements that were being discussed in conference rooms were broken down into simpler problem statements as articulated by the consumer. You see, the consumer does not articulate a problem by saying, how do we drive a 5-year multi-channel experiential consumer experience? The consumer has simpler problem statements. I want my package on time. I want better products. I want your website to be functioning well. Simpler problem statements would mean that we could break down any problem into 4-week sprints, 6-week sprints. And then by breaking down a large complex problem into consumer oriented sprints, we could then drive speed across the organization. The user centricity movement has enrolled more than 15,000 associates across Mars who are practitioners of user centricity. There are more than 15 UC clubs or user centricity clubs in different parts of Mars now, driving their own movement across this large enterprise. With more than 126,000 associates, our work has just started, but we are confident because Mars is such a high empathy, associate-driven culture. We feel user centricity is going to be one of our biggest tools as we continue to propagate and drive a ground-up movement on finding the right problem. Once we find the right problem, the next step is to solve it using the right data. So at Mars, we unlocked the data which was stuck in perhaps, as in large corporations, all large corporations have it stuck in large transactional systems. We also acquired new sources of data, and this is an ongoing process. So far, we have put more than 300 terabytes on a single data lake that includes consumer data, customer data, supply chain data, transactional data. And then we have gotten the right talent from inside and from outside, a large data scientist pool that can then ask the right questions and find the right answers across it. This focus on data and analytics now propagates across all our divisions. So the pet care division, the chocolate confectionery division are really federating these kind of capabilities across the markets so that we then drive a data-driven culture across Mars. We probably have completed more than 500 sprints on analytics. Some of them have failed, but many of them have succeeded. Some of them have gone on to become large, meaningful business outcome programs across the board. So, we recently got benchmarked by an external consulting firm who have been helping us every year benchmark with the rest of the industry and, the rest of the other industries as well. And we feel fortunate that at least in the industries we operate in, we are among the leaders. And perhaps if we continue on our journey, we will get close to becoming leaders in analytics across all industries. But the journey is long and we have just begun. This is then a second part of the digital engine. The third part then is scaling through automation. We created an enterprise automation hub that has helped introduce digital workers, robots as you may call them, to help take away menial tasks, repetitive tasks that our associates were never meant to perform. These tasks span across operations like finance or HR or supply chain or order to cash or sometimes even sales. And so far, we've had great success in driving about 150,000 hours or 200,000 hours plus of work that have been saved. And this journey continues, the journey to be responsible for the quality of work that our associates do. So automation is the last step of our digital engine. So as you can see, this digital engine allows us to marry speed versus scale. Most organizations have this clash around, are you driving speed or are you driving scale? We really want to drive speed at scale. And as you can see, with 500 plus sprints across 3 years, with hundreds and thousands of associates enabled with a new digital armor, we're very proud in these times to be driving our purpose meaningfully. We are humble about the future. No one can predict it. We live in interesting times, and we are fortunate to be in a company where our products and services are still relevant to consumers. But it is ultimately the humanness of this company, of Mars, that enables us to keep trying to drive towards our digital futures meaningfully, purposefully. Thank you very much, and I hope you and your family stay safe, stay healthy, and stay happy. Thank you.